Speak to one of those MPs inside the Houses of Parliament. Joining me is Conservative William Cash. Hello, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on France 24. Now, what's the situation like then where you are?
Well, it's very calm. The fact is that we heard about this, those of us who were in the House at the time. We were voting in the lobbies because there was a division and a vote taking place. And then we heard that there had been this incident. This is an hour ago. There are two separate incidents which are clearly connected. The stabbing of a policeman at the entrance to the House of Commons in what's called Palace Yard, just in front of the Big Ben. The person in question has been shot. Some people say he's dead. Some people say that he's injured, but we don't know for certain. The whole of the area is locked down. The House of Commons is in lockdown. And as far as the people on the bridge are concerned, there were a number of people injured, and I understand some of them were French and students who I've just heard were caught up in all this, young teenagers by all accounts. So the question is, what was this car mowing down the pedestrians on the bridge doing? Were they in fact part of the attack, which they look as if they must have been? But in addition to that, were they getting away, having left the man who stabbed the policeman after he'd been shot in the Palace Yard itself?
Now, what can you tell us about the response by security services? They were very quick in dealing with this situation?
Well, within a matter of seconds. And there was a very eminent journalist who had an office immediately above Palace Yard, and he saw the whole incident take place, including the attack on the policeman himself at the gates. And he said that it's amazing how quickly the plainclothes policeman emerged. The thing had happened, and the assailant ran towards them and didn't take any notice of the warnings that they issued to him. They were armed and they shot him.
And have you and other lawmakers been kept well informed ever since the beginning of this incident?
Well, yes, because first of all, we all have television sets in our rooms, and I'm watching it as I speak to you now. But obviously, at the time, the leader of the House of Commons came to the chamber within a matter of minutes, made a statement, disclosed as much as he knew at the time. The Prime Minister was moved immediately to Downing Street. She's completely secure. The position is that we're waiting to see what will take place next. But the whole of Westminster Bridge is closed. All the roads around Westminster are closed. The House of Commons itself is in lockdown. And there are police ambulances, helicopter ambulances. I think has moved the injured policeman. He was stabbed, obviously, to hospital. We don't think he's been killed, but we do know that from what we're hearing, that the assailant has been shot dead. But I can't verify that.
So as far as you know, there's no longer a threat inside the Houses of Parliament?
Well, I think the lockdown is a precaution, just in case there was somebody else or some other connected incident. But for practical purposes, there's an air of complete calm. There's no panic or anything like that.
Can you see what's happening outside in the area, or have you been told to keep away from the windows?
Well, you can't really keep very far away from windows, but I mean, they're next door. They're in our offices. But what we can see is aerial film of the bridge and the cars and the fact that a lot of people were mown down. And I understand that some of them were French, were young French students by all accounts.
All right. Well, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to speak to us here on France 24. William Cash, a Conservative MP, speaking to us there from the Houses of Parliament, which are on lockdown.